обороны Белого. Были объявлены активисты обороны Белого. Были объявлены активисты обороны Белого. Сергей Станкевич, который находится под стражей в Польше, готов вернуться в Россию и предстать перед судом. Напомню, что в прошлом он был советником президента России, первым заместителем председателя Моссовета. А сейчас он обвиняется в получении взятки суммы $10 000 в июне 1992 года. Адвокат Станкевича провел сегодня пресс-конференцию в Москве. Были объявлены активисты обороны Белого. Были объявлены активисты обороны Белого. Были объявлены активисты обороны Белого. Были объявлены активисты обороны Белого.
В этот послевыборный вечер на канале НТВ очередной специальный выпуск программы «Итоги», посвященный результатам второго тура президентских выборов России. Именно сейчас, когда закрылся последний избирательный участок в стране, мы наконец имеем право поделиться с вами первыми неофициальными предварительными результатами голосования в тех регионах страны, где избирательные участки давно уже открылись и уже подсчитаны многие бюллетени. Речь идет о Дальнем Востоке и Восточной Сибири.
106 лет назад, 7 мая 1895 года, я узнал, что такое радио. Как известно, изобрел его российский ученый Александр Попов. Что такое радио? Как известно, изобрел его российский ученый Александр Попов. 106 лет назад, 7 мая 1895 года, мир узнал, что такое радио. Как известно, изобрел его российский ученый Александр Попов. Именно в этот день на заседании Русского физико-химического общества он продемонстрировал прибор, который, по его словам, заменит человеку недостающие электромагнитные чувства. В память об этом событии 7 мая ежегодно отмечается День радио. 4 года назад благотворительный фонд радио именно в этот день на заседании Русского физико-химического общества он продемонстрировал прибор, который, по его словам, заменит человеку недостающие. 106 лет назад, 7 мая 1895 года, мир узнал, что такое радио. Как известно, изобрел его российский ученый Александр Попов, дающий электромагнитные чувства. В память об этом событии 7 мая ежегодно отмечается День радио. 4 года назад благотворительный фонд радио. 106 лет назад, 7 мая 1895 года, мир узнал, что именно в этот день на заседании Русского физико-химического общества он продемонстрировал прибор, который, по его словам, заменит человеку недостающее такое радио. Как известно, изобрел его российский ученый.
Nacht nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed. Nacht nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed. Nacht nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed. Nacht nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed. Nacht nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed. Nacht nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed. Nacht nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed. En daarnaast ook nog het late journaal. Morgen is de Tros op TVC met onder andere de Leuk Thuis. En vanaf 5, ja, en tot zover deze denderende donderdag. Hierna neemt Celiac de uitzending van ons over met aflevering 1 van de Victoriaanse bloementuin. Weren dat dat een succes wordt. Keuze zijn we ook nog op Radio 2 te beluisteren met het 10-jarig bestaan van Club Veronica. Nou, dan kan je garanderen dat dat een succes wordt. S'nachts nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed. S'nachts nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed. En daarnaast is nog het late journaal. Morgen is de Tros op TVC met ons. Voor 12:30 s'nachts nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed Bad City. Als je ons wel eerder wil beluisteren, dan kan dat natuurlijk, want vanaf 5 over de andere de Leuk Thuis. En vanaf 7 zijn we ook nog op Radio 2 te beluisteren met het 10-jarig bestaan van Club Veronica. Nou, dan kan je garanderen dat dat een succes wordt. En daarnaast ook nog het late journaal. Morgen is de Tros op TVC met voor 12:30 s'nachts nemen wij de uitzending over met de speelgoed Bad City. Als je ons wel eerder wil beluisteren, dan kan dat natuurlijk, want vanaf 5 over de andere de Leuk Thuis. En vanaf 7 zijn we ook nog op Radio 2 te beluisteren met het 10-jarig bestaan van Club Veronica. Nou, dan kan je garanderen dat dat een succes wordt. 5
of the nation clear as a bell, but it is sure cold boot, along with more snow cover, dipping all the way down into most of Oklahoma. Of course, the cold weather breeds the snow, and the snow breeds the cold weather, kind of like a domino effect.
Out in the west, we have some light rains, and this will be turning to snows inland later on this week. A series of storms to be moving across the western United States, too. We'll check out the satellite view in a while. But here's the departing storm now.
The first big weekend of October is coming on up, and we've got some events to talk about. We'll show you what's going to be happening in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It's going to be the Apple Harvest Festival going on with a high 75 degrees. Should be looking at some beautiful conditions.
For clear skies, 12 degrees. We move over to Burke Lakefront. They have a few clouds, and by the time we get into the Cuyahoga County Airport, some light snow in the air. Snow all the way up to about the Mentor area as we move in closer to the city.
It is over 600 miles off the coast of North Carolina, Hatteras, so it's over 1,000 miles away from the lower 48. It is expected to curve and start going northeast, so it will be moving even farther away from the lower 48, and actually it'll encounter some cooler waters and then start to weaken quite significantly. But so far this hurricane season, this has been the strongest.
Temperatures on the ground right now. The snow moves back in this afternoon. Anticipate another inch or two before the lake effect quits. Up to the north, though, near Tonawanda, not too much more on top of what you have. But the
first big weekend of October is coming on up, and we've got some events to talk about. We'll show you what's going to be happening in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It's going to be the Apple Harvest Festival going on with a high 75 degrees. Should be looking at some beautiful conditions.
Most of the nation clear as a bell, but it is sure cold boot, along with more snow cover, dipping all the way down into most of Oklahoma. Of course, the cold weather breeds the snow, and the snow breeds the cold weather, kind of like...
Лет назад, 7 мая 1895 года, мир узнал, что такое радио. Как известно,
страны. Это стало известно сегодня по окончании заседания исполнительного комитета Российского футбольного союза. Здравствуйте, главное спортивное событие дня. Олег Романцев уходит в отставку с поста главного тренера футбольной сборной.
Процентов, так что эта профессия на ближайшие годы может стать одной из самых остро дефицитных. А быть может, сегодняшним...
Демонстрировал прибор, который, по его словам, заменит человеку недостающие электромагнитные чувства. Изобрел его российский ученый Александр Попов. Именно в этот день на заседании Русского физико-химического общества он продемонстрировал.
События более приятных. Сегодня на берегах Невы стартовал
Здравствуйте, главное спортивное событие дня. Олег Романцев уходит в отставку с поста главного тренера футбольной сборной.
Безрезультатно обсуждается уже несколько лет. Впрочем, оптимисты считают, что сдвиги могут произойти. Нам, абитуриентам, посчастливится заниматься и архивами бывшего КГБ, передача которых на государственное хранение.
Это стало известно сегодня по окончании заседания исполнительного комитета Российского футбольного союза. Здравствуйте, главное спортивное событие дня. Олег Романцев уходит в отставку с поста главного тренера футбольной сборной.
Classic model contour chair, and I, Art Linkletter, will send you your choice of a fabulous 19-inch Panasonic color TV, microwave oven, or VCR. But don't buy a contour chair for one of these. Get one because it's the most restful, healthful chair you ever relaxed in. Contour chairs help to relieve low back pain, poor venous blood circulation in your legs, edema, and swelling of the legs. Call toll-free and get full details on our fabulous offer. Not getting any sun, temperatures still in the 30s in Central California, but here's where the snow is falling, and occasionally it's rather heavy across parts of Minnesota.
Gil Shahab, just one of the millions of interesting people who watch the Weather Channel. When he wanted to premiere it on national television, he chose the Weather Channel.
Sweeping in from the Gulf.
But in the central states, a low-pressure system brought rain and thick fog to the area. During midweek, in addition to the low over the central U.S., a storm developed near Florida. Rain and wind plagued. Minneapolis saw the most fog, delaying motorists and airlines throughout the day. The Sunshine State. In Miami, a dramatic rescue took place as a man was
wanted to premiere it on national television, he chose the Weather Channel.
Sweeping in.
Just one of the millions of interesting people who watch the Weather Channel.
On the 30s in Central California, but here's where the snow is falling, and on the 30s in Central California, but here's where the snow is falling and not getting any sun. Temperatures still in the 30s in Central California, but here's where the snow is falling and occasionally it's rather heavy across parts of the time. We've seen the snow. Colorado up here in the River Valley, we've seen some very heavy. The north, as a matter of fact, look at this. 17 or 7. Oklahoma, falling 4 inches now on the ground. 3 Lincoln and La Crosse, west of it. Continues to develop that moisture. We are likely to see phase here as we head. Doesn't look too impressive on the satellite picture. But if you go underneath and look this afternoon in Omaha, we showed you they picked up snow. Slowing traffic now, and keep in mind, I showed you they picked up snow from this morning on the satellite picture. However, let's spread on toward the east and look to see what it was. That's the Missouri. Slowing traffic now, and keep in mind, into the present time, we've seen the snow. Colorado up here in the River Valley, we've seen some very heavy. Time now for Weather Center. What's going on? Well, lots around our country, including a few showers that will linger across the southeast. Even a few spots will pick up here and there. The chances of additional freeze and drizzle. We're going to be very careful for that. Lake effect snow will still be with us. Well, let me get the Weather Channel. Time now for Weather Center. What's going on? Well, lots around our country, including a few showers that will linger across the southeast. Even a few spots will pick up here and there. Chances of additional freeze and drizzle. We'll be very careful for that. Lake effect snow will still be with us. Dallas, best we could all day was 30. As we look at the highs on Thursday. Most of the country quite a bit below 5 degrees. Chicago, well, New York City, we're about 7 degrees below. You know what's happening north and west of Boston. 12 degrees below. 3 degrees high at Barrow. 3 for Pierce. That's where we saw some really cold air. King salmon, right at the freezing mark. Air today on Christmas Day. Maybe it's Christmas you're thinking about. Things will rebound slightly over the next year. Hey, no problem. 75 La Hui. And good at Miami at 82, but 5 toward Hilo on the Big Island. So 3. Houston made it to 39. The West Coast, pretty cool too for LA, and high of only 65 degrees. Chicago made it to 28. Maybe you're wanting to know what's happening north and west of Washington, including Alaska. 3 degrees and high at Barrow. Here on the Weather Channel, along with me, Mark Mancuso, and Dale Eck. Snow refuses to leave the northeastern corner of the country. Not only is it cold in the east, but the snow continues to pile up from the Great Lakes to central New York. County, northeastern Ohio, close to a foot in Erie, Pennsylvania. In Michigan, Marquette has got more than 3 feet since this weekend. Another storm in the Rockies is expected to dump 5 inches of snow in central Idaho today and up to a foot in the mountains of Montana and Wyoming. Snow in the east has been accompanied by sub-freezing temperatures as far south as Asheville, North Carolina this morning, where it hit 22 degrees before midnight last night, a record low for Asheville. It will be another bone chiller in the southeast once again tonight, and that will make tender plants and pets especially vulnerable. Bill Keneally reports on not
Nations tonight, maybe a chance to see
Here's where the snow is falling and
hail becoming evident.
parts of Minnesota. Extreme
Hail becoming evident.
here, there are going to generally be clear skies. In the northeast, the clouds linger. As a matter of fact, some of that snow rather a big travel problem. And the out of the picture in those interior valleys of California is not getting any sun. Temperatures still in the 30s in central California, but here's where the snow is falling, and occasionally it's rather heavy across parts of Minnesota. Extreme
Eastern Dakota is reporting the snow. Here, the comma indicator. Maybe a few snow flurries here.
And as we look into the northeast, we'll see
Partly sunny skies over northern New England. That low pressure area in the front will be well on out of the way.
so we'll see the
Rain taper off, partly cloudy skies. However, low pressure area whipping into the Ohio Valley will help kick off a few more snow showers for Ohio and western Pennsylvania. 21 degrees expected lows in Buffalo with 30 and Portland. You'll see an afternoon high of 36. Cool in Washington, D.C.
in the southeast, lots of area whipping into the Ohio Valley, Ohio and western Pennsylvania.
Some rain around southern Florida along the peninsula out of the front. It makes its way on out.
The picture around Florida Keys. 39 degrees in the morning around Atlanta, Georgia, with a high of 63, 64 in New Orleans. Partly sunny over the northern plains, looking for some snow showers, though. On back around Chicago, over to Cleveland and Gainesville, Ohio. 20 degrees in the morning, Minneapolis, St. Paul, the high 37. 38 in the Chicago area, and Indianapolis, 62 miles in Kansas City.
Rainfall across the country. We've got some action as we head to the southwest, across Texas, and also especially as we head into the southeast. This is where the remnant of Jerry is causing plenty of flooding problems as we head into eastern Georgia and now on into South Carolina too. Now as we check what's going on a little closer, this is what it looks like. We've got rain from Atlanta all the way over to Columbia and north through Charlotte, Asheville, all the way over to Durham, Raleigh, Durham. And as we can check out what's going on in Raleigh, Durham, the streak was broken as we check test activity. This is what's going on. First, the streak is being broken. A quarter of an inch of rain fell at Raleigh, Durham last night. 25 days without rain is the fourth longest stretch ever. So much needed rainfall as we head into Raleigh, Durham. Let's head back to the radar, and this is what it looks like again across the southeast. Plenty of flash flood warnings and flood warnings issued. Area 2. A closer view as we head into Atlanta. You can see we've got a rain around the metro area, even parts of Georgia, on into South Carolina, and then as we head into North Carolina, we're seeing some rain moving
To the upper Midwest and talk about what we're looking at today, because we're not expecting widespread severe weather, but we are thinking that some of the showers and thunderstorms that develop today could contain some hail with them. And here's the ingredients. We have the cold air aloft up there around where the clouds are located at. The temperatures are very chilly, and then we have a disturbance coming in, and that's going to work with whatever available moisture there is to help lift that air into very cold air above the ground, and as a result, there could be a few isolated thunderstorms today with some hail. We're talking about cities like Cleveland, Columbus, Ohio, and maybe even as far south as places like Cincinnati and Louisville, Kentucky. And you can see that disturbance rotating its way through the Midwest already today. And again, we're not thinking all-day rain, not a complete washout. The sun may actually pop out from time to time, but don't be fooled though, because thunderstorms could develop at just about any point, especially during the afternoon and evening hours. On the surface, this is what it looks like, a weak frontal system swinging through with an area of low pressure. And notice on the radar, you've had rain around Detroit. Here's the wet weather that was swinging its way through Cleveland earlier this morning. But notice as you head farther west, more of the speckly nature to some of the rain shower activity lifts that air into very cold low pressure. And notice on the radar, you've had rain around Detroit. Here's the wet weather that would lift that air into very cold low pressure. And notice on the radar, you've had rain around. Let's head off to the upper Midwest and talk about what we're looking at today, because we're not expecting widespread severe weather, but we are thinking that some of the showers and thunderstorms that develop today could continue. Let's go back to the maps and we'll talk about the current situation here. We've got a low pressure wave developing way down here in the southwestern Gulf, and it's going to roll on to the north and east over the next 24 hours and out to sea. And maybe you're not are seeing that. Whoa, that's cool Christmas tree here for you folks. Maybe Santa's sleigh is kind of interfering with the Weather Channel signal. I wonder if he bumped the satellite.
He's flying a little bit too high today. Started out a little early. Anyway, we go to the satellite here as technical difficulties continue. And we look at the rainfall here heading on the coast. They did have a little snow in Mobile for about 10 minutes. Usually or snow. Even though the temperatures are above freezing, there may be some.
We shouldn't see too many travel problems with that today. But tonight, if it does come down at a fast rate,
Slick spots, especially in southern Georgia here. Right along usually or snow. Even though the temperatures are above freezing, there may be some slick spots, especially in southern Georgia here. Right along the border.
all right. I gotta concentrate here. Can we get rid of this thing or what? All right, let's go back and talk a little bit about what's going on out there on Christmas Eve. For the rest of the nation up to the north, we talked about the snow, and that should
Continue over the Great Lakes. Now, there's one band of snow right now working its way to central New York, and here's that one band in through here. Right now, the heavy continue over the Great Lakes. Now, there's one band of snow right now working its way to central New York, and here's that one band in through here. Right now, the heavy continue over the Great Lakes. Now, there's one band of snow right now working its way to central New York, and here's that one band in through here. Right now, the heavy continue over the Great Lakes. Now, there's one band of snow right now working its way to central New York, and here's that one band in through here. Right now, the heavy central New York, and here's that one band in through here. Right now, the heavy central New York, and here's that one band in through here. Right now,
A very well-defined warm front. Very warm, moist air to the south and west of this is flowing up and over some cooler, slightly drier
air near the surface. As that air, warmer air rises up over the cooler air, the moisture that condenses. We're seeing a fair amount of rain. We're watching for more thunderstorms to start firing up here right along the warm front as we go through the next hours into the evening.
The severe weather threat we've got painted on the map through midnight includes places like Chicago, St. Louis, Indianapolis, heading down toward Evansville, Indiana, and then on up toward Madison and Milwaukee, just about as far west as Des Moines, and then right down through western. So we'll close this in a little bit. Where the lightning strikes are firing right here in southwestern Indiana, central parts of Wisconsin, warning into Rock County. Right here to the south of Madison, heading towards I-90, and then right down through western Annapolis. You may want to start moving stuff inside because it's probably looking a little on the dark side. Clouds on us off to the south and west, and actually across the entire west. Heading south toward the Ohio River, here's this cell now getting ready to cross over to northern Kentucky, west of Louisville. We move up into the upper Midwest, a line of showers and storms here in northern Minnesota, heading to the west of Duluth. So might see a few showers moving through the Arrowhead, Minnesota tonight. I mentioned that we have lots in Chicago. Still some showers in your neighborhood right now, but the heavier rain appears to have moved over into Indiana. As we drop down a little farther to the south, we notice it's getting very close to Indianapolis now. So if you're
30 minutes past the hour. We're glad you joined us. I'm Lisa Spencer along with Dave Schwartz. We're going to step back in history a little bit and see what has been going on with our weather. Certainly some unusual weather across the south. Beginning early on Saturday morning, the snow began across northern portions of Texas, trying to ride on over into parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, over to Alabama, into Georgia, dumping almost a foot of snow in some of these locations. Look at the totals. Atlanta, Georgia, an astonishing 5 inches of snow. Folks were throwing snowballs and making snowmen and having a great time. Even over in Myrtle Beach, picking up an inch of snow. Now that's where you normally do a little bit of sunning and surfing, but they were out there making the snowmen today and strolling along the snow-covered beach. Pretty amazing. This is a shot along Ocean Boulevard, and that was before the snow turned over to rain. Of course, things have changed since earlier today, but they did pick up an inch of snow, and that is more snow than New York City has had this year. Would you like to get things back to normal there? Well, Monday will be a little bit closer to normal, warming up and drier conditions through that area. A lot of our moisture has pushed further on to the south. You can see some of that is still hanging across parts of Florida. We're seeing a little bit of shower activity up and around Charleston, South Carolina, Beaufort, South Carolina. We're still getting
Right now across the nation, first
a quick look at what's happening from way up above the satellite view of this big eastern storm. See the clouds moving rapidly out to sea now. One interesting thing to point out here, if you were in Jacksonville, Florida, about 7 o'clock this morning, some heavy
thunderstorms. You can check it out as it moves across Cedar Key and eventually towards Jacksonville. There it goes across the northern part of Florida. Now
south to see some much weaker ones coming down across the Florida Peninsula. The snow clouds back up to the north here. Southern Virginia right now, the area being hardest hit. We can see that on National Digital Radar, among other things. Check out National Digital Radar showing us where the precipitation is out west. Some patchy rain now, western Texas, Amarillo down to Lubbock. Later on, that'll be snow. Light snow, Oklahoma City to Wichita. Nothing real heavy. There's the heavy mass of snow occurring in the east and the middle Atlantic states of southern Virginia. Mostly, the grassland being ravaged this evening. Up in the northeast, still very, very cold high pressure. A little moderation today, a little bit better, but not too much. Back to the west, some rain falling around Medford and Oregon, also Salem and Eugene raining, and Portland raining too. And we have some snow back in the mountains, Las Vegas, New Mexico, turning to rain.
Войти в реорганизованное правительство России. В своем заявлении, фактически заявлении об отставке, направленном на имя президента Ельцина, Гайдар указал на то, что в последнее время все чаще принимают решения, в подготовке которых он не участвовал, и с которыми выражал категорическое несогласие. В качестве примеров Гайдар привел подписание межбанковского соглашения об объединении денежных систем России и Белоруссии, которые, по мнению Гайдара, приносят благосостояние россиян в жертву политической конъюнктуре. И такой пример решения о строительстве нового здания парламентарии стоимостью $500 миллиарда, против которого он также решительно возражал. Егор Гайдар мотивировал свой отказ от предложенного ему поста первого вице-премьера России невозможностью быть одновременно и в правительстве, и в оппозиции к нему. Сразу же после обнародования своего заявления Егор Гайдар дал интервью программе «Итоги» в своем новом рабочем кабинете в Белом доме.
And still some flooding in the northeast. Flood warnings continue for many
counts are everywhere, even on the grounds of the state capitol. But Oklahoma also has more tornadoes per square mile than anywhere in the world.
Well, other places have tornadoes, and they have some comparable features to those we have here. Just that we can put it all together more often in the United States, in the region we call Tornado Alley, than any place else in the world.
Tornado Alley. It covers this patch of land up the center of the country. Tornadoes form here because of three factors: dry air down the slopes of the Rockies, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, and strong cold fronts from the Canadian prairies. But just because you live outside Tornado Alley doesn't mean you're safe from tornadoes. Of the 15 tornado deaths in 1986, 10 were east of the Mississippi. So when severe weather threatens wherever you live, watch the Weather Channel. For the Weather Channel, I'm Dennis.
Take a look at the latest satellite picture. You can see the showers and copious amounts of moisture associated with what's left of the tropical depression, and it continues to ever so slowly move north. The center, or what's left of the center, is pretty much right back in here, and it's just kind of spinning ever so slowly today. Quite a bit of rain and flooding. Now, we've talked a lot about the rain from the system. Take a look at some of the storm totals from Allison in the red areas, 10 to 16 inches, places like Pasadena. Especially hard hit was north and east sections of Harris County. That's in the Houston, Galveston area. Now, as far as what's going to happen from this point on, from Wednesday through Friday, up into Friday evening, we think there could be locally 5 inches possible, but in general about 2 to 4 inches from Louisiana all the way up into northwestern Alabama. Hi, glad you could join us. You're in tune with the Weather Channel. I'm Kevin Raymer along with Mary Brown. Mary's about to give you the weather for the week ahead, but first an important weather fact out of Dead Horse, Alaska.
Right. We've been looking deep into the depths of weather data this evening. And what did you come up with, Kevin?
I thought you came up with something on 39 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin and I were just looking. 39 miles per hour winds, and the temperature is -12 there, Kevin.
What were you going to say about Dead Horse, Alaska?
I'm going to ask you, what do you think about that? Why do you think they named it Dead Horse?
That's what I wanted you to say. Well, with weather like that. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's move on into the week ahead.
Wind chill is what makes the weather bone-chilling cold. It is caused by wind blowing the warm air molecules away from your body and making you feel colder. The wind chill is even worse when you're wet, because the evaporation of moisture takes heat energy away from your body. The wind chill factor is a big concern during the winter months. Winter is the coldest season because the earth actually is taken away from the sun in the northern hemisphere. During this season, temperatures are prone to be near freezing at times, accompanied by precipitation and wind. On a cold, windy, winter day, the wind chill can be extremely low. On such a day, the stronger the wind blows, the lower the wind chill factor. Protection against the wind and the cold is necessary for health and comfort. Lisa Spencer,
lanes this afternoon. All sunshine skies. Take the boat out there. It's going to be a great day. Limited sunshine though in the east, and that's where you have the best chance of rain. Possibly even some thunderstorms for southern Florida. This will be later on this afternoon in the daytime heating. Also for the southwest, now it might not look too bad right now, but thunderstorms will be developing later this afternoon in southern Arizona. Could be on the strong side, in fact severe for southern Arizona, portions of Idaho, and also Montana. Floating advisories in the northeast, this is the way they look. Small craft advisory for the northeastern shores, all the way southward around the Texas coastline, much of Florida. Small craft advisory is in effect. Western shores of the nation, also small craft advisory.
Тоже невероятное любопытство, слезы поклонников и поклонниц. Тоже невероятное любопытство, слезы. Поклонников и поклонниц. Тоже невероятное любопытство, слезы. Поклонников и поклонниц. Тоже невероятное любопытство, слезы. В других странах мира. Тоже невероятное любопытство, слезы. Поклонников и поклонниц. Тоже невероятное любопытство, слезы. В других странах мира. Тоже невероятное любопытство, слезы. В других странах мира. Тоже невероятное любопытство, слезы. Поклонников и поклонниц. Тоже невероятное любопытство, слезы. В других странах мира. Тоже невероятное любопытство, слезы.
Сейчас я располагаю, пожалуй, наиболее интересной информацией. Это будет теннис. На открытом чемпионате Италии москвич Андрей Чесноков выиграл у знаменитого Бориса Бейкера из Германии. Андрей Чесноков выиграл теннис. На открытом чемпионате Италии москвич Андрей Чесноков выиграл у знаменитого Бориса Бейкера из Германии. Сейчас я располагаю, пожалуй, наиболее интересной информацией. Это будет теннис. На открытом 3:0. А теперь репортаж нашего корреспондента Евгения Кузнецова. Сетов 6-2, 3-6 и 7-6. А вот российские теннисисты чемпионата мира. Англичане победили команду Украины. Репортаж Николай. Сегодня в Москве адвокат Станкевича заявил журналистам, что его подзащитный готов вернуться на родину, но при определенных условиях.
は10日ほど晴天が広がりましたが、冷たい北風が吹いて寒さばかり感じる一日でした。こちら愛知県長久手町のカズくんさんからは、やっと雲が少なくなっていかに風がちょっと強くて体感は寒いですとリポートいただきました。せっかくの日差しのぬくもりも冷たい風に吹き飛ばされてしまったようですね。しばらくはこの風が続きそうです。では明日の天気を見ていきましょう。北陸では今夜から明日の午前中にかけて雪が降ったりやんだり、風が強い状況が続きますので続くこともあります。お出かけは風が落ち着いてくる午後がおすすめです。一方、東海では冷たい風もなく穏やかな天気に、日差しのぬくもりを感じられる一日です。風が落ち着いて明日はほっとできる陽気になりそうです。ただ花粉が飛びやすくなっていますので、花粉症の方はバッチリ対策をしてお出かけください。
鳩山総理大臣は2016年のオリンピック開催都市を決める来月2日の IOC 国際オリンピック委員会の総会への出席を決めました。現在東京など4都市が横一線で争っていて、最後のアピールが重要と見られています。
総理自ら IOC 総会に出席し、IOC の委員の皆さん方に最後の訴えを行うことといたしました。
今回の IOC 総会はデンマークのコペンハーゲンで開かれます。現在東京、シカゴ、マドリード、リオデジャネイロの4つの都市が争っていて、鳩山総理は東京招致に向けて環境に負担をかけない点などを自らアピールする考えです。
鳩山政権のアジア外交が本格スタートです。岡田外務大臣は日中韓3カ国の外務大臣会議に出席するため上海に出発しました。
自民党の小渕優子前少子化担当大臣が今日午後第2子となる男の子を出産しました。関係者によりますと 3322g の男の子で母子ともに健康だということです。2歳の長男に続いて2児の母となった小渕氏は年内は育児休暇を取るものの年明けの通常国会には復帰する予定です。2歳の長男に続いて2児の母となった小渕氏は年内は育児休暇を取るものの年明けの通常国会には復帰する予定です。関係者によりますと 3322g の男の子で母子ともに健康だということです。自民党の小渕優子前少子化担当大臣が今日午後第2子となる男の子を出産しました。関係者によりますと 3322g の男の子で母子ともに健康だということです。関係者によりますと 3322g はオバマさんが来るのはサプライズではないと強気です。
オバマさんも来るそうだけど、そんなものは別に最初から追い込み済みでね、来ないことは意外だったから、別にサプライズでもないしね。
石原知事はオバマ大統領よりも環境対策で大胆な政策を発表した鳩山総理の方が世界の注目を浴びていて評価されていると目を張りました。
北山総理が相手を思いしたわけです。ヨーロッパで非常に注目を受けたと思うし、そういう助っ人をね、来てくれるとありがたいと思います。
招致レースの明暗を分けるのは最後のプレゼンテーションです。そのリハーサルがまさにこの中の会場で行われています。東京は演出を得意とするシカゴの直後に発表を行うことになります。それだけにリハーサルは4時間、完全非公開で入念に行われ、小谷美香子さんらプレゼンターは満足した様子で会場を後にしました。招致レースの明暗を分けるのは最後のプレゼンテーションです。そのリハーサルがまさにこの中の会場で行われています。
2016年の夏のオリンピック開催都市を決定する IOC 国際オリンピック委員会総会での最終プレゼンテーションに向けて、日本のメダリストらがデンマークコペンハーゲンに出2016年の夏のオリンピック開催都市を決定する IOC 国際オリンピック委員会総会での最終プレゼンテーションに向けて、日本のメダリストらがデンマークコペンハーゲンに出2日の IOC 総会では候補地の4都市が最終プレゼンテーションを行った後、開催地決定の投票が行われます。東京をアピールするため高橋尚子さんや室伏広治選手ら日本のメダリストらおよそ
South Carolina too. As we check what's going on a little closer, this is what it looks like. We got rain from Atlanta all the way over to Columbia and north through Charlotte, Asheville, all the way over to Durham and Raleigh, Durham. As we check out what's going on in Raleigh, Durham, the streak was broken. We check that activity. This is what's going on. The streak is being broken. 4 minutes of rain fell at Raleigh, Durham last night. 25 days without rain is the fourth longest stretch ever, so some much needed rainfall as we head into Raleigh, Durham. Let's head back to the radar, and this is what it looks like again across the southeast. Plenty of flash flood warnings and flood warnings issued in parts of Georgia on into South Carolina, and then as we head into North Carolina, we're seeing some rain moving into this area too. A closer view as we head to Atlanta, you can see we've got rain around the metro area, and nothing on in Atlanta itself right now. Head on up towards North Georgia, over towards Athens, we're looking at rain and thunderstorms over Elkton, and the heaviest activity now crossing on over into South Carolina, on towards Anderson and on into the upstate of South Carolina. Looks like some heavy rainfall. Already heavy amounts have fallen, so any more fall is going to cause further problems.
A 250,000 word report, all here. Begin storage.
House let me register anything I want.
Input, push. How your questions about clear snow.
Louisiana. Thank goodness most of the rain has held off. Actually, some of the worst rain across the south, across the Southern Texas has nothing to do with ice. Let's zoom into this area. Of course, if you're doing any traveling here around the Laredo area, and boy, just north on 35, big problems here. Flood watches in this solid green for much of southern parts of Texas. Maybe hard to see, but a little flash flood warning right here north of Laredo, again, right along Interstate 35.
Идет, касса Тузла, евро дороже доллара, оборотни в погонах. Абрамович купил Челси, 300-летие Петербурга, война в Ираке, дело Югоса, смена... Идет, касса Тузла, евро дороже доллара, оборотни в погонах. Абрамович купил Челси, 300-летие...
видов оружия. Пострадали уже 9 животных. 2 погибли, 7 практически лишили зрения. Весовицы норовят стрелять по глазам.
России по волейболу стартовала в розыгрыше мировой лиги нынешнего года в своем первом матче в Москве.
Словосочетание «всероссийский розыск» ассоциируется у отечественного обывателя не столько с уголовным, сколько с политическим преследованием. Когда-то во всероссийский розыск были объявлены активисты обороны Белого дома в октябре 93-го, а в 94-м во всероссийский же розыск попал президент Чечни Джахар. Адвокат Станки.
Сборная России по волейболу стартовала в розыгрыше мировой лиги нынешнего года в своем первом матче в Москве. Наши волейболисты в 3 партии победили команду США.
В 8 часов 20
США. Буквально несколько минут назад мы получили информацию о том, что самолет президента США Джорджа Буша на авиабазе ВВС в Барксдейле, это штат Луизиана, и Буш уже заявил, что США там...
Сергей Станкевич, который находится под стражей в Польше, готов вернуться в Россию. И предстать перед судом. Напомню, что в прошлом он был советником президента России, первым заместителем в июне 1992 года. Провел сегодня пресс-конференцию в Москве. В июне 1992 года. Адвокат Станкевича провел сегодня пресс-конференцию в Москве. Председателем Моссовета. А сейчас он обвиняется в получении взятки суммой $10 000. Сергей Станкевич, который находится под стражей в Польше, готов вернуться в Россию и предстать перед судом. Напомню, что в прошлом он был советником президента России, первым заместителем председателя Моссовета. А сейчас он обвиняется в получении взятки суммой $10 000 в июне 1992 года. Адвокат Станкевича провел сегодня пресс-конференцию в Москве.
В эфире программа «Время», в студии Екатерина Андреева, и сначала главные новости из США. Буквально несколько минут назад мы получили информацию о том, что
Gustav was a tropical storm, now upgraded to a hurricane as of noon. Latest coordinates about 320 miles east-southeast of Guadalupe, and it is heading off to the west. 13 miles per hour reconnaissance aircraft has investigated the hurricane today, and it is likely to strengthen over the next 24 to 48 hours, and the islands to the north certainly in danger once the hurricane makes a little bit more of a turn to the northwest. Currently, tropical storm winds extending out to orange here, hurricane force winds around the center, so we'll have to watch that as it heads off to the west. The islands, the Leeward Islands and northern western Antilles, basically under a hurricane watch. That's shaded in orange, but could be upgraded to a warning, and it is likely to be upgraded to a warning a little bit later today. Strike probability, the best chance. It looks like Gustav is taking target on the Leeward Islands. Puerto Rico is certainly not out of the picture either. About another 48 hours, then we'll just have to wait and see where Gustav is going to go. Could make a turn out to sea, but it also still could pretty much still go west toward the United States. That is way too far in advance to make a call on that yet, though. Here's the picture of Gustav, and that's that well-defined circulation there. Let's put this picture into motion. We can see what's going on with Gustav. As well as Hortense, you can see a cluster of thunderstorms right around the center of Gustav, and it is becoming better organized. Behind that, that is Hortense, and now a tropical storm, but we do think that Hortense will turn more out to sea, so our main concern will be with Gustav. Let's see what's going on with Hortense now. Latest coordinates as of noon also. It's about, 1,250 miles east of Barbados. They're being overall looking fairly quiet, although we do have a weak tropical wave. Most of our attention is on Gustav and Hortense. In the tropics, way on up in the Gulf of Mexico, cluster of thunderstorms, nothing organized here. Certainly some good news. Heading off to the Pacific now. Here's a new tropical storm named Low, also predicted to be a hurricane, but good news heading out to sea away from Mexico. So if you're planning to go on vacation there, you might see some swell from the sea along the coastal areas, but that is about all. And still tropical storm. And up to that is moving away from land too, heading way out to the central Pacific, downgrading to a tropical storm.
Map around the nation, we're going to point out some of the major players going on. Of course, the first one is going to be this rain system, which is A, bringing a lot of rain, but two, moving very, very quickly, and came in and out quick. So we're going to take you a tour of radars through this system. The cold air that we've always found in the past few weeks has been locked up here to the upper Midwest. It's sort of little skirmishes along the Canadian border with low pressure system, letting the cold air dip down and flirt with this area. So it's very, very wintry, and quite a system of just continual onflow of moisture that has just now begun, bringing some very heavy mountain snows, which A, makes problems for driving through the passes, but B, makes ski resorts very, very happy. Jackson Hole, Wyoming Ski Resort is very, very happy, among others. Let's begin with the Northeast and check out the precipitation coming here, and then I'll just take out a tour of radars down the coast, talk about what's been happening and when you can expect it to end. Not only do we have a lot of rain coming up, very mild temperatures too. You have to go way up at the western edge of the screen to find anything coming down with frozen nature. There's very warm air all being pushed up in front of it, even some embedded thunderstorms as we begin looking at this system, all running in advance and overrunning a warm front here, but we've had some pretty good thunderstorm activity once we get down to the more unstable sector in advance of the cold front. This whole low pressure system is lifting on up into the Canadian provinces. We'll begin with New York City. A rain's begun come through here. You even see some heavier echoes out just west of Scranton and the Harrisburg area, and can have some embedded thunderstorms in there. We're not worried about severe level for these storms, but rainfall so far, at least I was checking the New Jersey gauges, has been anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to approaching 1/2 an inch of rainfall. Now you can certainly get more out of that in checking the gauges throughout Virginia, especially the mountainous terrain, anywhere from 1/2 an inch. There are some counties that picking up about 1.2 inches of rainfall over the past 24 hours from the system. But Richmond, outside of seeing some wraparound type moisture, this is going to be the last. We're pulling on off. You'll see greatly improving condition. Checking out the Charleston radar, when I was setting this show up, rainfall is right along the coast, but we had seen, at least from the onset of this, I remember in western North Carolina, the rains were moving at about 40 to 50 miles an hour.
Warm front continues to push to the north a little bit, or to the rather unstable throughout this area. And you can see with the bright colors where the most severe and heavier showers and thunderstorms have been occurring ahead of this front. Now, if we swing to the west a little bit, Southern California is quiet. We do pick up a few clouds and, of course, the snow falling in the higher elevations of Colorado. It's 55 degrees in Bismarck. It's 90 in Dallas, Texas, and 54 in Atlanta. California is quiet. We do pick up a few clouds and, of course, the snow falling in the higher elevations of Colorado. It's 55 degrees in Bismarck. It's 90 in Dallas, Texas, and 74 in Atlanta. And warm front continues to press to the north a little bit. We're keeping things rather unstable throughout this area. Excuse me, and you can see with the brighter colors where the most severe and heavier showers and thunderstorms have been occurring ahead of this front. Warm front continues to press to the north a little bit. We're keeping things rather unstable throughout this area. And you can see with the brighter colors where the most severe and heavier showers and thunderstorms have been occurring ahead of this front. Of course, La Crosse and Wausau is included within that. Severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect there until 10 o'clock local time. And in southern Michigan, they have a tornado watch until about 1 o'clock local time. So severe weather is still quite possible. Warm front continues to press to the north a little bit. We're keeping things rather unstable throughout this area. And you can see with the brighter colors where the most severe and heavier showers and thunderstorms have been occurring ahead of this front. Now, if we swing to the west a little bit, Southern California is quiet. We do pick up a few clouds and, of course, the snow falling in the higher elevations of Colorado. It's 55 degrees in Bismarck. It's 90 in Dallas, Texas, and 74 in Atlanta. Southern California is quiet. We do pick up a few clouds and, of course, the snow falling in the higher elevations of Colorado. It's 55 degrees in Bismarck. It's 90 in...
Forecast Center, and we're watching another major storm off the East Coast. As you know, a couple of weeks ago, the East Coast hard hit by quite a storm that came in off the Atlantic, and once again, another storm developing. Let's show you the satellite picture off the Atlantic coast, and let's take a look at North Carolina. We'll show you the storm. Let's take a look at our satellite picture and roll it into motion for you. If that's available to us, and there it is. And you can see the clouds swirling about in eastern North Carolina and pushing on up to the mid-Atlantic states. And that's our storm. And look at all that moisture moving up towards southern New England. It looks like the Northeast is in for another good blow and some more significant rain moving on in. We've had some troubles this morning with freezing rain in the mountains away from the coast. And take a look at the latest radar, and you can see that precipitation moving into West Virginia there, and western North Carolina and western Virginia. So very icy there. But along the coast, not a lot of rain right now, but there's still a lot of wind. And take a look to the Tidewater area, just to the east of Virginia. A lot of heavy rain developing there, so it looks like the northeast coast is going to be rather wet and windy this afternoon. This is the way it looked yesterday in North Carolina along the coast and up towards Virginia Beach. It was very nasty, strong winds, crashing surf, and local heavy downpours of rain. Seas today along the coast will be running at 12 to 18 feet. So the sand dunes that got pummeled from the last storm are not there to protect the coast from this storm, so looks like we'll have some more trouble and coastal interests. We want to keep up to date on this developing storm system. Let's take a look at our coastal advisories for you. Right along the coast we have some flood warnings from the Jersey Shore all the way down to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Coastal flood watches up to the south coast of New England. And we also have gale warnings and storm warnings along the coast as the winds will be increasing to near 50 miles an hour. So it looks like the east is in for another rough Sunday afternoon. Stay tuned to the Weather Channel for further updates on the storm. Now here's Cheryl.